Well, joining me now is SABC News reporter Lopang Alamu, who was in court today, in fact, and joins us now in studio. Lopang, a very good afternoon to you. Of course, some shocking developments happening there in that courtroom. The mother of this young boy now behind bars for his murder. Just talk to us about the day's events today.
Definitely. Unati, it was really heartbreaking. And I think the shock was what we could feel as soon as we got there that morning. And from Friday, the community has been up in arms. I think the confusion now was, why then would she partake in the search parties and be at the forefront of the protests that took place after the discovery of Jayden's body? So I think the disappointment, the anger, you could sense how upset the community members were, as well as Jayden's friends and those who were really fighting for justice for Jayden, not knowing that the perpetrator was the woman whom they were trying to console during that time.
And of course, we saw a number of press conferences that were held outside that particular court case. We saw the police deputy minister also saying a few words. What do community members have to say, particularly the ones that were essentially holding Jayden's mom throughout the search, where she was maintaining her innocence? Yeah. Nobody understood what was to come.
No one suspected a thing.
Yeah.
And I think one of the community members at the forefront of the search party on the day that Jayden was missing, and was reported missing rather, said she held Jayden's mom throughout the ordeal, to the memorial service, to the candlelight ceremony, as well as the funeral, where she apparently took part in holding her son's coffin. But we don't have those visuals, because that's another thing. We were not allowed at the funeral on the day Jayden-Lee was laid to rest at the West Park Cemetery. We were not allowed to broadcast or be anywhere near the proceedings. We were actually chased away by some family members. So could it be that we were barred because maybe the mom knew what she had done allegedly? Or what could be the reason at this point? We also do know that the family was also shocked. They wouldn't speak to us as the media, but you could tell. The community also just really trying to stay away from them, just to avoid an altercation between the family as well as the community members who actually took their resources, their time, as well as their money. We spoke to a gentleman who also contributed to the funeral of Jayden-Lee. So I think that's where most of the confusion comes in. Why would she take so much time and resources and actually be in the limelight? Was she trying to hide something? Or these details will come forth as the bail conditions at the bail hearing starts on Friday.
Yeah, and just around the bail hearing, police, of course, did mention or indicate that there could be more arrests. That, whilst Tiffany Nicole Meek was arrested on Friday, they are potentially searching for more suspects. What do you know so far about that?
What we do know is that the police really don't believe that she did this alone, because what we understand was that she needed help in removing Jayden from where he lost his life to that staircase where he was found by a security guard the following day. And also the cover-up. It was unfortunate for her, quite fortunate for Jayden, really, that the canines and the police investigators were able to find some blood on Jayden's bed. So that's what led investigations towards the mother, that, okay, the story that we had from the beginning was that Jayden was dropped off by his scholar transport, and that was the last time he was seen. He never made it home. But the information we have now was that he was allegedly murdered inside his home. So Jayden did go home, he did go into this house, and that was the last time that he was seen. So the next time he was seen, his lifeless body was on the staircase. And what we also do know is that Jayden's mother took quite some time to report her son missing. So the son was dropped off in the afternoon. She only opened a missing persons case just before midnight on that day.
And I mean, we obviously know that she has been arrested. This is still under investigation. She has been charged, in the court case today. The bail hearing is happening on Friday. So everything is alleged at this point in time. But one of the statements that was made by the community members outside, that was being comforted there by the Deputy Police Minister, saying something along the lines of, it could possibly be that all of this time, while this little boy was being searched, he was in the house this whole time, and that police could in fact have come in at that moment, because she did indicate that it was the mother, Tiffany, who told police not to search that flat.
That is true. She denied the police entry into her home at that time. We also did see the charge sheet, right? And that's where the state alleges that her story was that she was now implicating the scholar transport. So trying to take the attention away from where the police might have probably sooner found out or got evidence from the house that this is what transpired in this particular house. Now, no word from the neighbors as to, did they hear anything on that day? Was Jayden possibly crying? Was there any noise of sort? And at this point, no one has anything to say with regards to that, because no one heard anything on the day from what we understand. And I'm hoping that from Friday we could get more information as to what actually killed Jayden-Lee, why, and who else was involved in his murder.
Who was responsible? All right, Lopang, thank you so much for that. Of course, that is SABC News reporter Lopang Alamu there for us.